I make this look easy from the way that I talk it. On dimension, I be turning suckers to ghosts. I be like Rock the Great One, I lay a smack down when I'm on the station. I never back down, I'm an inspiration. Illuminate a little with imagination. Now who the hell telling me to leave the basement? It's over, face it. It's been too long, there's a new replacement. Y'all motherfuckers need to learn some patience. 9 to 5s ain't allowed, that's a slave. Money come quick, even quicker when it go. Money come quick, something burnt in your...
So, we got a turbo.
Oh my gosh!
What we have here is a G30-660 Garrett turbo. Got it from Drift HQ on Black Friday. Brand new turbo. Pretty freaking sweet. Need to rotate it, clock it. Of course, we're gonna have a 90 welded onto it, so the turbo will actually be upside down and it will come this way. Obviously, you want to make sure you're... I always like to put a hose clamp on here, even though it's push lock, just to be double safe. I'm sure that... I don't know if you're really supposed to or not, but I do it. So, like I said, I get this started. And sometimes, depending which size you can buy, what you buy, you can really just get it on there most of the way. Like this one got to about there where it starts getting a little tough, but to make it just that much easier, I can grab this here. See if I can do this. Sorry. Do it like this. I'll get it around. There we go. I was doing it the wrong way. Just like that. Alright, now that I've got the turbo installed, or I had the exhaust housing, slipped the compressor housing on, I've got it all loose so I can clock it however way I need to have it, but I'm going to start putting my lines on. So I put one of my water lines on, going to the back of the water pump. I've got DEI heat wrap on it, and it's a push lock hose, 3/8 hose with 90-degree fitting on here. And I've got the new push lock hose right here as well with another 90-degree that I'm pushing in there right now, and I'm about to put some heat wrap on it. And I'm going to come from the the water neck here and come to the other side. So Okay, so I finally figured out that AC delete kit. There's a little spacer thing that's inside the power steering bracket. Mine was pushed too far in, so I had to actually get bolts and nuts and everything and basically make sure it pulled out, so that way the two big fatter black washers would fit on either side of it, and the silver washers go on the outside of the bolt through the Heim joint. That's what it's called. So silver washers go on the outside of the Heim joint, or outside of the Heim joint, and then on the outside of the power steering bracket, and then the two black ones go on the inside to make up the gap for the thing, or for the gap in the power steering bracket. And then you adjust the thread on here. You know, you either go one way or another to adjust the tension on the belt. So it goes around the power steering, down to the crank, around the crank, over the tensioner, down around the alternator, up over the the water pump, and back to power steering, just like so. So there's the AC delete kit down here with the Heim joint and this spreader thing. I tensioned the belt. Seems pretty good. I don't really remember how much is supposed to be on there, but it looks good. So now I'm going to tighten these locking nuts. That way it can't come loose. Like 17. Got a brand new Aizen 1JZ, 2JZ thermostat. Now I put my water pump housing on. I had a thermostat, but I had drilled it out and basically cut the thermostat part of it out for better flow. But I figured now I probably need, since I'm gonna have the clutch fan, I probably need a little less flow. That way I can keep the engine somewhat warm and we're not making it too cold. Even though it's track car mostly, I do like to drive it on the street so don't want it getting too cold. Brand new. And okay, so the camera's SD card actually got full, and battery, I changed the battery and whatnot too, but it was right when I was in the middle of doing that crap. But I got the valve covers back on, the radium fittings pushed in there, put some tape on here just so no dust or debris or anything can go flying in there. Got it all bolted on, back on. All right, I just got home from work. I'm actually in the trunk of my car, got the heater going. It's pretty cold outside. Putting this battery tray in the trunk since the battery got relocated to the trunk. I'm about to drill these holes through here so I can mount it with some bolts. Now that everything's tightened up, I went ahead and put the battery in there and put the top back on it. I don't think it's going anywhere. Shaking it pretty hard. Doesn't move at all. So I think that'll work. Now I'm gonna get these battery cables routed. I just ordered the terminal post clamps. That way I can have them for the battery cables. But I can at least get these routed and whatnot. Alright. So I got hooked up to the disconnect here, the manual one, and then I got the automatic circuit breaker hooked up. And the wires are kind of, they're not really routed like nice and neat yet, but they will be. I'm more worried about getting the post connectors in there first before I worry about routing them a certain way. That way I know that for sure they'll reach and be in a good spot. I think we're going to continue with doing some more wiring right now. So right now I'm going to work on getting the wires that I have here ready to go and connected. probably gonna get a different end for this, since this is the ground to the block. One I can crimp on and put on this distribution block. And then, like I said, all the other wires, I know where those are all going. This should be the last wire that needs to be cut and have an end put on it, as far as I can tell up here. Not too bad.